Hi, Steve Gamache here with a Chef Knives to Go Quick Look Knife Roundup. This is the Moritaka Aogami Super Supreme Series Knife Roundup number 1. And in this particular group, I've got these are all, again, the AS Aogami Super Series. We've got the 150 Petty, we've got the 165 Nakiri, we've got the 240 Gyotto, we have the 210 Kiritsuke Gyotto Hybrid, and we have the 210 Gyotto and the 250 KS style, Masamoto KS style Gyotto. And then this is my own personal version. This is a Santoku. I think it's a 170. What I wanted to just talk about a little bit briefly is after having my knife, I've got a couple Moritakas, and seeing the 6 that Mark sent me, I can give you some good generalizations that they've all got really nice fit and finish. They've got what I can kind of think is my favorite KU finish out of the knives I've seen. One of my favorite finishes of the knives that Mark sells. It just got a nice KU finish that's got just enough texture to be interesting, but is not super grippy and super rough. So it's a nice balance between friction and non-stick properties. And so it's one of my, I think it's one of the nicer KU finishes of the lines that Mark sells. The consistently from knife to knife, from the ones I've seen before, and then this group here, the profiles on the edges are very consistently ground nicely with no over grinds, under grinds, hitches in the, when you're on the board rocking the knife. There's no bumps, valleys. They've all been ground extremely nicely, and they all are very, very good performers. Sometimes KU knives can be a little thicker, and the KS one is a little bit beefier knife, but these really do flow through product nicely. The Kiritsuke just blew through stuff really, really nicely with that thin tip it has. My Santoku really goes through things like onions great. And overall, the performance characteristics of the knives is at a high level, and they've got good balance. They've got a nice balance of characteristics, including non-stick properties and low wedging properties and great coarse steel. The out-of-the-box edges are pretty good on these. I'll give them about a 5 out of 10. They're consistently pretty sharp. They could use a little bit of edge bite or tooth, in my opinion. But the Aogami Super, despite being hard and having a nice long edge retention characteristic, is still pretty darn easy to sharpen, and will sharpen up quite nicely for you and take a crazy 6 sharp edge if you want to put that on there. So the edges will take a lot of refinement. This steel will take a lot of refinement if you want to go up to higher grit levels. You can certainly do that. But I'm just very impressed with this line of knives, and they're all a delight to use. And if you like a KU style, I highly, highly recommend this style. They're kind of a middle-of-the-road price point. They're not way up there like Takeda's are, and they're not down low like some of the other lines that Mark has. But for that price bump above the entry levels, you get a lot more fit and finish and a lot nicer grinds, or I should say a lot more consistently nice grinds. And they're just a really nice, solid knife. So see each individual one of these knives for individual characteristics, but I've been very impressed with the line overall. Moritaka Aogami Super Supreme Series Knife Roundup number 1. There you go.